MUFON has released a press release that says they're going to release UFO material and its results from a Russian UFO crash at their symposium coming up in July. What? Let's dive in and find out what this is all about, y'all. This is crazy. This just came out. I don't know much details, but I do have some, so I'll share them with you. If you're new to the channel, y'all, and you like content like this, please hit that subscribe button. I put out a new video every day, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do not miss a day, y'all. And please hit that like button, vetters. That really helps out these videos. So thank y'all so much for the support there. And, of course, comment down below. What do you think of these UFO materials that they had tested? And they're going to share the results and show the materials at this symposium that they're having, okay? So let's get some details. First, where did I hear about it? blackvault.com. Mr. John Greenwald Jr., who I've had him on the show twice, lovely individual, saw this. I was like, what? Nobody's talking about it, really? MUFON released a press release, right? So let's dive into it. Look, it says MUFON to unveil astonishing UAP material test results at symposium. Okay, so I found the press release. Let's go to that. Boom. MUFON to unveil astonishing UAP material test results at symposium. In what is being called the most important UAP-related presentation MUFON has ever made, the Mutual UFO Network, otherwise known as MUFON, will reveal details about a UAP materials case it recently received from Russia in an exclusive live event on Saturday, July 13th, 2024 at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The case will be presented both in person and via live stream at MUFON's annual symposium, revealing the story behind mysterious materials delivered to the home of a Russian UFO investigator with evidence of a cover-up. Tests by Russian labs, later corroborated by MUFON's own U.S. lab, confirm the material is of unknown origin. While virtually any material can be identified by its components from the periodic table, unknown combinations, or isotopic ratios, can often point to a mysterious origin of samples. In this case, 90% of the sample is made of materials that labs were unable to identify. What? Pardon me, I'm still a little sick. I'm almost there. I'm like at 95%. Anyway, this is crazy, right? What's going on here, y'all? They found something, a Russian, right, from a Russian crash. They've tested it, and 90% of the sample is made of material that the labs were unable to identify. So 10% they were able to identify. That's interesting. The story, let me back to the press release here. The story here, this might help. The story becomes even more compelling as some of the samples sent for additional testing were stolen. What? From an official U.S. post office box shortly after they arrived for retrieval by MUFON investigator Robert Spearing. On top of this, cameras were turned against a wall, inhibiting investigation, although postal workers testify that they delivered the box. What? We'll get to that in a second. This is typical with evidence of this nature. We believe that this material was deliberately taken by someone who could hack into a locked post office box to prevent further testing. Who did it is anybody's guess. Stated MUFON Media Relations Director Ron James. The evidence that supports this story and others that we will share at the symposium could make this the biggest UFO-related news event of the year. We have physical materials and more evidence of non-human technology, said James. MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, is the largest and oldest civilian UFO research organization in the world, dedicated to the scientific study of UFOs for the benefit of humanity. MUFON is a worldwide network of like-minded people who care about UAPs. We provide community and resources to the field and are honored to be making a presentation that may move the ball forward, James concluded. The annual MUFON International Symposium is July 11th through 14th, 2024 in Irving, Texas. Sign up to attend this exclusive event in person or via live stream at MUFONsymposium.com. Okay. What's interesting is on their website, there's no mention of this. I checked. It's not like on here on the symposium. Like that should, right here where it says the battle for UFO transparency should be like, problem solved. We did it. We got the stuff. We got the proof. Smoking gun. Hello. Because this, if you go by this, biggest UFO related news event of the year of all time. If you're saying you have UFO material from a real UFO and you can prove it, I mean, that's it. There's not, right? So I don't know. Let's go over this a little bit, right? Let's just kind of go over this just a little bit. So UAP materials, right? They're claiming to have UAP materials from Russia, right? Russia. Revealing the story behind mysterious materials, here we go, delivered to the home of a Russian UFO investigator with evidence of a cover-up. So, were the materials delivered with the evidence of a cover-up together, like it was a whole package? Like, here's the UFO piece, and then here's the documents to prove the cover-up? Or what? Now, tests by Russian labs, later corroborated by MUFON's own U.S. lab, don't know what kind of lab they have, don't know what kind of Russian lab, right? Confirm the material is of unknown origin. Now, I'm just saying, here they say material, up here they say materials, right? It's plural, and here it's just one material, like it's one piece, or there's many pieces. I don't know. That's confusing. But confirm it's of unknown origin. Well, just because you can't identify what the materials are doesn't mean the origin is unknown. What's unknown are the materials. Right? So what do these read like? Like what they're reading what? Like what are they checking? I guess that's what they're going to show at this, right? The symposium. While virtually any material can be identified by its components from the periodic table, unknown combinations or isotopic ratios can often point to a mysterious origin of samples. So they're probably going back to isotopic ratios, combinations of things. Interesting. In this case, 90% of the sample is made of materials that labs were unable to identify. So it looks like, it says the sample, so it looks like it's just one piece. Again, coming from a Russia crash that I have no idea what year, what case, anything. Were there bodies involved? I don't know. This is where it gets a little interesting for me here. The story becomes even more compelling as some of the samples sent for additional testing were stolen. So it says some of the samples. So I guess they do have more, right? So they sent some of the samples for additional testing, and those were stolen from an official U.S. post office box. So you're telling me you had these samples and you didn't hand deliver them? You just sent them through the U.S. post office box? Not even signature required? Dude, I put more security on, a hat I order online. Something off about that, y'all. I'm just saying, right? On top of this, cameras were turned against a wall, inhibiting investigation. So what they're claiming is people went into a U.S. post office, turned all the security cameras to the wall, and then broke into a post office box. Now they say, although postal workers testify that they deliver the box. Testify? In court? Who went and talked to these postal workers? Like, is there a police report? There has to be a police report for this, right? This would be news. People don't just break into post offices and steal mail. That's a federal crime, right? This is typical with evidence of this nature. We believe that this material was deliberately taken by someone who could hack into a locked post office box. I don't know. That's interesting. Anyway, they're going to share it at the symposium. Y'all go check it out. Links in the description. Tell me what y'all think. I don't have any more details than that, y'all. Okay? Now, I'm going to try to go to this. So, see what I can do. It's about a month out, so I'll keep y'all updated. I mean, I guess wait until we see the results. But I'm just saying, going off that press release, the whole thing about it getting stolen at the post office, like, I guess not all the samples, so they're just, hopefully they're not going to be like, well, we were going to have something to show you, but unfortunately, it got stolen from the post office. I hope that's not the case. I hope they do have something to show. They're just saying some of the samples got taken away. I guess they maybe broke up the piece they had, or they broke pieces off to send off, right? I don't know. Anyway, I guess we'll find out. What does the piece look like? How big is the piece? I don't know. We'll find out, y'all. But this is kind of, I don't know. This is what we're looking for, right? This is what we want. So, all right, guys. We'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. It is going to be with Dr. Michael Masters. I am interviewing him today. All right. So look forward to that episode. It is going to be awesome. Cannot wait to put that one out tomorrow. That'll be one of Veted's best videos ever, I guarantee you. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good day. See you tomorrow. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace.